and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, or so gallantly stream, and
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughan Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughan Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome in, folks, to Bluegrass Sports Nation for tonight's coverage here from Jackson, Kentucky at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. Your hometown fellas, the Breathitt County Bobcats, play host to another district opponent by the name of the Danville Admirals. A lot of you Breathitt County fans very aware of the Admirals and the teams that we have faced throughout the years from Danville. This team coming in here tonight, Eric, is a little bit different in the fact that they are winless in the win column. They don't have a win going forward in the season. They are 0-8 for the year. So a struggling Admiral team comes into Breathitt County looking to maybe try to make some noise and pick up a W and put some things together. Not the Breathitt County team that we're doing that against right now after their showing last week against Danville County.
Yeah, this is not your granddaddy's Danville Admirals here. They've struggled this year, which is evident by their schedule. But like you said, I'm sure they're hungry to get a win. And I also do agree with you about this Bobcat team. They've been steadily improving throughout the year, struggled some herself early on, but I think they're going to build on what they started at Lacey County last week, and I look forward to put together a solid performance tonight.
Folks, I apologize. I did not introduce my fellow partner here with me, Eric Collins, back on the call here for the home game at Breathitt. We've been blessed and privileged the last few weeks to have some other people on the stream with us. We appreciate those guys. They'll be back when we do some away games. But tonight is a special night for Bobcat football here on Friday, October 25th, as the Bobcats face the Admirals in district play. But it's also Cats versus Cancer night here at the stadium. We have some honorary team captains that made a bright entrance via the fire truck and the rescue truck a few minutes ago as they came rolling in the parking lot. Our special honorary team captains for the coin toss will be Breathitt Bobcats honorary team captain Zola Moore, who is 5 years old, daughter of BHS graduate Kayla Watts Moore and Chris Moore. And the Danville Admirals honorary team captain will be William Dean, a 9-year-old son of Virginia and Richie Dean of Danville. William is not able to be here tonight, but he will be represented by William. Will be representing William, his father, Richie Dean. They will be here. Both Zola and William and their families are strong advocates for childhood cancer, and we welcome you guys as they come onto the field for the coin toss here with both teams. We're also honoring cancer survivors here tonight. Come by the Breathitt County Relay for Life committee table, where survivors will be asked to register, pick up a goodie bag, and enjoy some free refreshments. Registration will be held from 6:30 to 7:30. Survivors will be recognized at halftime of the game. And we appreciate our community partners here for Cats versus Cancer, sharing cancer information and promotional items, Relay for Life Committee and the Breathitt County Health Department, the Tim Colton DIPG Foundation, and the Kentucky River Medical Center. There is a special balloon arch on display. Please stop by and add a name to honor a cancer survivor to be remembered. A loved one that passed away due to cancer. So please stop by and sign a balloon for a loved one if you're here. And we welcome all you fans at home to join in tonight. And remember all the folks that you have in your families and special folks remembered, and maybe those that are battling cancer as we speak. But we got a good night of football here, Eric. It's been great weather today. It's been a little warm and temperatures cooling off a little bit. Both teams lined up at both ends of the field. We'll take a quick minute to take another commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back to kick this one off. Got about 2.5 minutes before the kickoff. We'll be right back.
For 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Well, folks, welcome back. We are set for kickoff here at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. The Buckhorn Children and Family Services game of the week between the Admirals and the Breathitt County Bobcats. The Admirals set to kick this one off, backbeat Eli Thomas and John Carter Holland. Carter, obviously, one of the big touchdowns last week on a kickoff return against Leslie County. Here's the kick from the Admirals. Going to be a short kick. And it's going to be jumped on immediately right around the 49-yard line by Braxton Terry. So, I don't know if you call it the onside kick. It had kind of a lot of speed to it, some velocity, but it didn't get past Terry as Braxton falls on it. And it'll be down at the 49-yard line in Bobcat territory. So that'll be a People's Bank first down for the Bobcats as they set up shop and look to go to work against the Admirals.
I can't blame Danville for trying to kick like that with the 2 talented returners that Breathitt has. I went back to the ball and wins either.
Holland, first play from the line of scrimmage. They give inside to Gibson. Gibson around the right corner. He's going to be tackled over about the 48-yard line into Danville territory. So we'll get across the 50, pick up of about 3 yards on the first play.
I think we threw it 8 passes last game.
It'll be second down and 7 for the Bobcats. So come back out, 3 receivers, trips to the right. As Holland sets up, Combs, the single receiver to the left. Now Thomas will come back and set up shop and take the handoff. Cuts it back inside, finds a block, and gets into the linebacking core of the Admirals. Going to be real close to the first down stick. We'll see where the ball's going to be spotted.
Yeah, I think they're going to get him forward progress.
So it will be a first down for Breathitt County. It will be a People's Bank. Jackson first down for the Cats. People's Bank working together to build success. Bobcats looked successful on the first drive on the ground. We'll see where Holland goes to next. He's going to give in the backfield to Thomas, and we got a quick flag. And it looks like maybe the motion showed from the line judge, maybe the encroachment on the defense. So they'll step that one off, and the ball will be sitting at the 38-yard line in Admiral territory. So it'll be first and about 5. First and 5 for the Bobcats. Holland, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back each side. Sits back in the pocket looking to throw. He goes deep down the field. He's got Sperry there. Reaches out for the catch. And in the middle of the field, the first pass from Miles Holland is good for a touchdown to Austin Sperry. That'll be a Family Pharmacy scoring play, courtesy of Holland and Austin Sperry. Nice little pitch and catch. Holland drops back in the pocket, steps up, throws it deep, and Sperry's there for the catch. And 10:48 on the clock. The Bobcats go up first, 6-0.
Bobcats made it look easy on that set it up with a couple of good run plays. Got the top there. The net was looking for the ball. Hit him over the top. Nice timely play call by Coach Conway. So Braxton Terry will come on to kick the attempted point after. The kick is up, and the signal from the referee is good. And with 10:48, that'll make the score 7-0. We'll take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this message.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life. Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Well, folks, we are back here from the Mike Hogan Athletic Complex. 10:48 on the clock. Bobcats go up early. Don't take a lot of time off the clock. Eric Collins put the first 7 points on the board, and we will line up for the kickoff. As we've got Wyatt Spencer. No, that's going to be Preston Turner there to kick that one off. Good boot by Preston's going to fall back around the 25 and be fielded, and it'll be tackled up around the 35-yard line. Carrier on the returner on the Admirals was number 2. That is Beasley for the Admirals. Jatavian Beasley.
Admirals starting out with pretty good field position here on their opening drive. Going to be interesting to see how they try to attack this Bobcat defense, Rob. If they're going to try to put points up as quickly, or maybe try to ground it out and burn some time off the clock.
A lot of football action when you go over on Bluegrass Sports Nation. I just went to pull up our stream so I could look at some comments later on here tonight. I tell you what, BSN bringing you a lot of coverage here tonight across eastern Kentucky. Admirals setting up shop offensive. Trips to the left, and they'll throw the short pass. It's caught. Pickup of about 4 yards. Offensively, they came out in a spread set. 3 receivers to the left, and had one here to the right. Very similar to the offense that you'll see Breathitt County run here tonight also, Eric.
Yeah, quick hit and pass there. Nice execution. Quick pickup of 4 for the Admirals. Good way to get the drive kicked off.
You know, the Bobcats last week, took some punches from Leslie County early. And we say it a lot, but a good football team will take those punches and see what you throw at them. And then they're not afraid to come back. And that's what happened last week. As you see, the Admirals come out with 2 receivers each side. They hand it off in the backfield, and he'll be tackled. Maybe a pickup of a yard. No, it's going to be a loss. They're going to say a loss of about 2 yards. I was trying to give him more than he got there on that running play, but didn't see the number of the ball carrier. But anyway, back to the defense on Breathitt. They took some of the big shots from Leslie early, and Leslie actually got down the field and scored. And things kind of went south in that second possession for the Eagles when they came out and tried to change things up and run some different sets on offense than they had run in that first possession. And I think Breathitt's defense settled in that game, and they really seem to be clicking in that game, Eric, and it's a good time to do so in district play. Another short pass by the Admirals. Going to be caught for a pickup of about 5 or 6 yards, so it looks like about 3 yards shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, you're right. The Bobcats did take a few punches from the Eagles last week, but fortunately for Coach Kyle, his ball team was able to counterpunch. Whenever Leslie County hit them, they were able to come back with another score. It was a fun game to watch, and in the second half, the Bobcats really just kind of put the pedal to the metal and ran off and left the Eagles.
It was a fun game to watch. It was a fun game to watch Breathitt County receiver to the left, quick throw to the left, just out of the hands of the receiver. Would have been a first down pickup for the Admirals as the ball goes incomplete. That'll be a turnover on downs on 4th and 3. So the Bobcat defense will come back onto the field after a good show of that play, if he'd made the catch, would have been good for a first down. But the Bobcats put together 3 or 4 good plays on defense that didn't let the Admirals get out of containment or do anything and pick up a big play.
Yeah, and that's an interesting call this early in the game to be going for it on 4th down on your own side of the field.
So the first play on this second series goes to Jaden Gibson, and Gibson going to pick up about 2 yards. Ball will be on the 41-yard line of Admiral territory. 2 receivers to the left now, Sperry and Holland. Far receiver is Combs, 1 back just to the right of Holland. He'll give to Thomas in the backfield, makes 1 Admiral miss, cuts it back inside, breaks another tackle, and he'll be brought down at the 35-yard line at midfield with 7:57 on the clock.
Rob, got to brag on the Bobcat offensive line on that play. All 5 guys did a good job pushing their line, their opponent off the ball, and it just cleared everything out. 1 defender got through, and Thomas was able to make him miss, and a pretty good game there on 2nd down.
So Holland with two backs to the right. He'll give to Thomas again, looking to get around the corner. Big pickup up to about the 26-yard line. Good run by Thomas as he sets up on the right of Holland, comes to the left, and that'll be another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they'll move the chains.
Good job by Thomas right there. That was designed to go off tackle. Did a good job of filling the defense and bouncing out wide and picking up the first down.
Look at the possession baseball game. You want to win.
7:18 on the clock. Bobcats up 7-0 here early in the first quarter. Holland gets the call from the sideline. We've got trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Gibson, single back in the backfield, and Holland rides him up inside. Gibson sidesteps, and a good pickup by Jaden right up the middle of the field, and a nice run. Lowers his shoulder, able to make a couple defenders miss, and another good, strong, powerful run from our one of the powerful backs that Coach Moore has in the running back stable.
He is very fortunate to have the number of good running backs he's got. It's a luxury to have the athletes he has on this roster.
So it'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats, and they go right back to work with 6:45 on the clock. We got flags everywhere. So a false start penalty will be on Breathitt County, and they'll step that one back 5 yards.
I think one of those linemen got a little excited there. They've been doing such a good job and getting such a good push. They got just a little bit of an early start right there.
So the Cats come back out and get set. Give inside. No, Holland on the fake is going to roll to his right, makes a throw, and is going to be caught right back around the initial line of scrimmage. Pass complete to Gibson. That time Holland was chased out of there by one of the defenders on Danville's team.
Yeah, that was some nice athleticism that Holland displayed right there, and poise also for the young quarterback, able to keep his eyes downfield and find Gibson for the pickup.
Eric, you go back and talk about the history with Danville, and Coach Sam Harp and the Admirals were always a team that very seldomly got outclassed on the field. As you watch Holland on the fake and the little Thomas still on his feet at the 5-yard line. Looked like he was going to go down. That time Holland with a little receiver around, a jet sweep play on the reverse. And Thomas puts it into the end zone with 5:44 on the clock. That'll make your score 13-0. And thanks to Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy for sponsoring another scoring play by the Breathitt Bobcats. Talking about the history with Danville, it was very seldom that for many years, Coach Harp and the Admirals were never outclassed on the field. They were just a powerhouse in any division, in any district that they played in. I'm not for sure the number of state championships that Danville can call home to, but they've got a few down there in Titletown. Of course, now, people look at that and they think about Boyle County and one of our own Justin Haddocks there. But so many years, Danville had just been a powerhouse in that part of the state.
Yeah, they sure were. They were they were intimidating to go play. I know that they
really were,
somewhat intimidating when we went down there in '95, but we had such confidence in ourselves. We handled business down there. But I do remember when we were on the field at Louisville Stadium, Cardinal Stadium, for our first state championship game and warming up in the end zone. And I remember one of the Kinley brothers hollering at me from the end zone, and he held up his hand and he had a championship ring on all 5 fingers. So, they've definitely had their success.
There's a few championship trophies that call home there in Danville, and always a class program. We've had them here in our district here for a number of years, and it's like we said, it's not the granddaddy program that it used to be, but still thankful to have them here in the district and get to play them. Always a top-notch facility and top-notch coaching staff.
I've always wondered how he was wearing 5 championship rings, because you can only play 4 years of high school ball. So I'm not sure how he
red shirt, maybe injury. Stranger things have happened. Bobcats set to kick this one off, and Preston Turner again will put a boot to it. That one's going to fall back around the 21, 22-yard line and be picked up and handled. Cut back to the middle of the field. That is number 2. That is Jatavian Beasley. So Beasley with another good pickup. Beasley is the leading rusher for the Admirals. For 7 games played, he had on the stat sheet here, that's all they've got listed. He's had 40 attempts and a net of about 106 yards rushing.
That was good coverage by the Bobcats on the kickoff, but there was some poor tackling. Beasley ran through, looked like 5 or 6 arm tackles right there. I'm sure that's something that Coach Combs, the special teams coach, is probably going to have in the back of his mind to talk about at halftime with the Bobcats.
Quarterback in the backfield for the Admirals getting set. Puts a man in motion. That is Beasley. Makes a quick throw to Beasley, and he drops that one. It goes incomplete. Quarterback for the Admirals is Nathan Doyle. So Doyle's pass falls incomplete. Looked like Beasley was going to handle that when he had a couple of defenders right on him. Unable to do anything with it as it falls incomplete with 5:31 here on the clock. Ball spotted at midfield right around the 39-yard line.
Rob, I liked what I saw from the Bobcat defense right there. Austin Sperry on the outside and Braden Barnett on the edge reacted to that, read it, and were right there to handle it had it been completed.
So 5:31 on the clock. Admirals come back out 2nd and 10. 2 receivers each side. One back just to the left of Doyle as he puts Beasley in motion again. Sits back, looks. He's going to throw across midfield, and it's dropped. Intended receiver was number 5.
Yeah, that was there, just not executed by the receiver. Kind of see a pattern here by these Admirals here tonight. They're looking to the quick kind of intermediate passing game, going to try and find some success there. Makes you wonder if they haven't seen something on film against this Bobcat defense they think they might be able to exploit.
Intended receiver was Cameron Peters. The ball falls incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Admirals. And Nathan Doyle, as he'll bring them back to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right now. One receiver just to the left. One back to the left is Beasley. Nathan Doyle gets set, takes a snap, sits back in the pocket. Short pass across the middle. Looked like he had a man there, and that was number 11, intended receiver Jacavian Walker. And Walker had his hand on it, but it was just knocked loose. That time Jason Combs was right on the belt buckle, if you will, following the receiver across the field, and may have caused the pass to go incomplete.
Yeah, excellent coverage right there by the defense. The pass was just a little high. The defender was able to get up there and kind of knock it out of the receiver's hand. Just really good defense.
Combs kind of threw a rope out there and just hooked onto the belt loop, and he was right up there with him when he went to make the catch, and it could have knocked that one loose. So the Admirals will bring on the punt team, and I believe that is Doyle that's back there to punt. It's number 16, my bad. So the punt's going to fall around the 30. It'll take a Breathitt County bounce and come back to the 35 before it's touched by the Admirals. So the Bobcats will come out and take over on their own 35-yard line. Pretty good field position to start out.
Yeah, from what I've seen here, I was wondering why they went for it on 4th down in their own territory on their first drive. And I can imagine that possibly they were trying to shorten the game. Might as well try to keep the ball away from the Bobcats. The Bobcats have had 2 possessions and 2 scores. And, by what I'm seeing, I expect them to put a 3rd one on the board right now.
It looks like Caleb Wilcher was the senior kicker for the Admirals. We had a flag sideline warning that time. But the Bobcats will take over with the People's Bank of Jackson first down from the 35-yard line. Ball at midfield. Holland, quick screen play over to the right. Going to be picked up by John Carter Holland, and he makes a man miss, and he's got an opening down the sideline, and he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line into Danville territory, out of bounds. Hard tackle that time by a Danville defender. Defender's a little slow to get up, but it looked like Carter was going to be tackled by 4 or 5 defenders, and he was able to sneak around and get away from them and make that loop to the right. And he headed towards the sideline and picked up another first down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, impressive play there by John Carter, able to showcase his speed and power on that play there, Rob.
Couple of big games going on here locally. I know we've got one being covered by Bluegrass Sports Nation. Hazard and Pikeville in a big district matchup over in Pikeville. And we also got another big game with Corbin and Perry Central. Hopefully we'll get some people chiming in with some scores here as those two games go along. Got a flag on the play. Looks like Corbin is up 7-0 right now on Perry Central in the first quarter.
False start on the Bobcats.
So the Bobcats will settle in at the 45-yard line in Danville territory. It'll be 1st and 15 now, thanks to the penalty. Holland takes the snap, sits back in the pocket, steps up, rolls over to his right, short throw. A nice short pass to Thomas. Thomas makes a defender miss, thrown to the ground on the tackle, but he gets up quickly.
A lot of things for the Bobcats to like about that play. One was the protection, and 2, how Holland was able to look down the field and survey it, went through his progression, not able to find an open receiver, and able to hit his check down guy. A lot of things went right there for the Bobcats.
2nd and 1. Bring up a good point. A really good thought process on the quarterback, and good timing. And the thing I've noticed about in the Leslie County game, and so far here in the first quarter, 3:35 to go here in the first, is the effort. We really had the effort against Leslie, just on not just offense, but on defense too. Pulling guard that time, makes a big hole for Gibson. Gibson's still on his feet. He'll be brought down past the 20, up around the 18 or 19-yard line. But a good pull and a block that time to the offensive guard, and the whole line up front made a hole for Gibson, and Gibson takes it up. Looks like he'll be sitting on the 19-yard line.
Rob, it's fun to watch these Bobcats run the ball. Gibson showcasing his skill set there with some shiftiness and some good vision inside the tackles. It's fun to watch him run the ball because he likes to run with some power, doesn't shy away from contact.
3:02 on the clock. Bobcats up 14-0. Another People's Bank of Jackson first down for Miles Holland and the Bobcats as he'll hand it off to Gibson again. Gibson over to the left, back up inside, pick up 2 or 3 yards. Good to be at home here tonight for us at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. And your favorite fan, one of your favorite fans, Janet Houndshell, is on the broadcast, Eric. She says, good to hear you on here tonight.
Well, tell her it's good to be on here tonight.
I'm sure she heard you. She's listening. A lot of fans on here watching. Good to see everybody listed. Hello, Judy Mullins, Shirley Houndshell, Alan Sperry, Erica Harvey, Estel McIntosh, Isaac Turner, Lee Johnson. Holland that time evades the sack, rolls over to the left, still on his feet, trying to get past some defenders. He's going to be brought down at the 20 with 2:07 on the clock.
You know, heads up play by Holland there to get the ball. But I do have to say, I would prefer to see him get on it and go down.
Yeah, that's.
There's no reason to honestly risk an injury there. He was covered up by defenders. You know, very small chance of making something positive out of that. Might as well get down on the ball and come back for the next play.
I think that just goes back to his competitive spirit. The young man's had a football in his hand since he was probably before he was able to walk. And I think that just speaks to his competitive spirit. And that's something he'll learn. We've seen him go down and cover it up a few times. He probably thought he could get past some of those defenders. This time Miles rolls to his right. Another throw up the field, caught by Carter. And Carter going to be rode out of bounds after a pickup of about 6 or 7 yards. So another good pitch and catch from Miles to cousin John Carter. with 1:15 on the clock. Bobcats up 14-0, deep into Admiral territory. Into the red zone now. Looks like it's going to be 4th and about 4 or 5 yards at this point, with less than a minute on the clock here in the first.
You know, they're close enough. I wouldn't have minded to see Terry attempt a field goal.
That's always a thought here late in the season, something you might want to work on as you go forward, getting ready for the playoffs. Got a flag on that one as soon as they left, and it looks like it's going to be offsides on the defense or encroachment on the defense. And the judge will walk it off 5 yards, and that'll be a first down for the Bobcats. So it'll be 1st and goal. That's a ball on about the 8-yard line.
That's a mental mistake there by the Admirals, one that you hate to see if you're a Admiral fan.
In the backfield to Gibson. Gibson lowers his shoulder and drives it up close to the 4-yard line.
Rob, the Bobcats have been moving the ball pretty steadily. The only thing that's really slowed them down was the botched snap there, but able to pick up the first down on the Admiral penalty and looking like they're about to punch it in again.
Thanks to Sandra Trent, the Letcher score is 14-7 up on Whitley County right now. And a big shout out to Ryan Hamlin watching from Phoenix, Arizona. And the Bobcats put another one in the end zone with about 8 seconds on the clock. That'll put your score right now 20-0 as Terry will come on to attempt the extra point. Adam Spencer comes in for the hold. So 5 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. The Bobcats in control here on the 2024 homecoming game. Terry will come on to kick the extra point. Steps this one off, waits on the snap. There's the hold. The kick is up. And it's no good. Bounces off the right upright and back onto the field. So that kick's no good. It'll make your score 20-0 with 5 seconds left in the first. We'll take another break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this message.
Hey, Brian Milo here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Once again, the Bobcats back on top 20-0 here on the 2024 edition of the homecoming game with the Admirals. I want to make a quick note and say congratulations to Miss Addison Salyers, the high school 2024 homecoming princess, and your homecoming queen was Miss Allie Mann. Admirals received the kick, and they'll bring it up to the middle of the field, up to about the 35, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter as the 5 seconds will click off, and that'll bring us to the beginning of the second quarter. We'll take another quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this message.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance.
We also want to say congratulations to the middle school princess, Allie Noble, and our middle school queen, Miss Raylan Back, here in the 2024 homecoming game at Breathitt County. Bobcats up here at home, 20-0 right now on the Danville Admirals. And the Admirals and Nathan Doyle get set from the 35-yard line, the hard count, able to draw off the Bobcat defense. So that'll be a 5-yard pickup for the Admirals on a People's Bank of Jackson first down.
Yeah, he must have switched his cadence up right there. On the defensive line, you've got to keep your eye on the ball no matter what the quarterback says or noises he makes.
So Doyle gets set, trips to the left. Single back to his right is Beasley. He'll take the snap, sit back in the pocket, throws down the field, middle of the field, or over to the right, my bad. And he had a man over there, but he was covered good by Austin Sperry, so the ball falls incomplete. I think that one was almost out of bounds before he would have gotten to it.
Yeah, it looked like it, but there was good coverage over there, like you mentioned, and also good pressure on the quarterback, not making that an easy throw for him.
All on the right hash, sitting on the 40-yard line after the penalty, so it'll be 2nd and 5 after the incomplete pass. Doyle gets set, 2 receivers each side. One back just to his right. Waiting on the snap. He'll put a man in motion. Beasley goes in motion. Sits back, short screen play, and it's out of reach for Beasley.
Yeah, quick pressure on the quarterback. Again, making that a difficult throw for him over top the receiver's head. On a screen pass, you've got to hold that count a time or two before you release to go get your block as a lineman. And I think they kind of let the Bobcats through just a little too quickly right there.
So Doyle goes back into the huddle to call the play for the Admirals with 11:52 on the clock here in the second. 2 receivers each side for Doyle. Waits on the snap. And this time we've got a false start, I believe, on the Admirals, as Beasley was one of the receivers, and he got out of there a little quick. So that's going to back them up on 3rd and 5. Ball will move back to the 35-yard line. Ball still on the right hash. Danville working right to left. 11:52 on the clock.
That's painful when you're down 3 scores and getting a third and manageable and then commit a mental mistake and turns into a 3rd and long.
Come back out in the same set. 2 receivers each side. One back just to the right of Doyle. Waiting on the snap. Good hard count again. Throws to the right. Caught. And looks like it's had forward progress up past the 40, up to about the 41 or 42, but he's tackled right around the 40-yard line. Pass was made complete to Jacavian Walker. And they'll give him forward progression as they'll spot the ball at the 42-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 3 for the Admirals. Doyle comes into the huddle, so they're going to go for it here. I believe the running back just to the right there for Doyle, I believe it was 22 or 23. I can't see that second number on the jersey right now. 2 receivers each side. Sits back, quick throw, and that's Beasley on the reception. And he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds in Breathitt territory up around the 46, 47-yard line. So that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Admirals as they'll move the chains.
Yeah, good play call there for the Admirals. They called something that attacked the defensive Bobcats were running, got a guy open just enough to pick up the first down and move those chains.
I believe that running back that's in the backfield is KJ. Looks like, I hope I'm right on the last name. Dismo. Dismeaux. Hope I'm saying that right. Trips to the left. for Doyle. One receiver to the right. Doyle sits back, throws to his right, goes deep down the field to that receiver on the right, and I think they're going to get Sperry for pass interference. Pass intended for Walker, but it was way overthrown for Jacavian Walker. And I think we're going to have some pass interference on number 8, Austin Sperry.
I'm not sure that was a catchable ball.
I don't think it was either. It was headed out of bounds, and it looked way out of his reach. And I think Sperry's talking to Miss Christy Combs, one of the referees out there tonight. I believe that's her.
Yeah, I think somebody in the porta john might have been able to catch that. But, I mean,
well, I wasn't going to go there, but he sure went there with a football that time on the pass.
It might have looked a little bit closer from the ref's perspective.
Have I told you how much I've missed having you on the call, Eric, during the game?
I've missed being here, but I sure have enjoyed listening to you guys.
Trips to the left now for Doyle and the Admirals. One receiver to the right. Takes the snap, sits back in the pocket, quick screen pass over to his left, and it'll be caught and tackled by 3 Bobcat defenders. That was number 19 for the Admirals. That is Gavin Walker.
You know, Rob, I'm enjoying watching this Bobcat defense. They're hustling, flying around, getting to the ball. I would like to see them kind of wrap up a little bit. Still been a missed tackle or two here tonight, but where they're getting to the ball, you know, when one Bobcat defender misses a tackle, there's another one right there after him to get it.
Admirals come back out and get set. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. I'm going to call the running back KJ. Doyle with KJ to his left. Doyle sits back, throws to his right. Pass is caught by Walker. Gavin Walker on the reception, and it'll be complete. Good pickup on the play, but it'll still bring up 3rd and 3 after the completion. A young lady we didn't mention earlier, but just a phenomenal job on the national anthem was Taylor Smith. She came out and we were able to talk to her before she went live. She just did a great job here tonight on the national anthem at the homecoming. Trips to the left for Doyle. Takes a snap, sits back, ready to throw. He makes the short pass to his right. It's complete. And that will move the sticks, I do believe. It'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. And that time, the Admirals successful through the air to pick up the first down.
Yeah, I got to give the Admirals some credit here on this drive. They're down 3 scores, but they're not panicking. They've been able to take their time, keep their poise, and work their way down the field so far.
If you look on the field, there's nothing missing. Now, they've got tall, lanky receivers. They've got speed in a couple of backs, a good-sized-looking quarterback out there, and a decent-looking line. I mean, there's really nothing missing in the puzzle pieces. They may just not have the athleticism as some of the other players in the area, but they've got some good-sized athletes and they definitely have some speed. That time Doyle goes through the air and overthrows his intended receiver. That was number 11. That is Jacavian Walker. The pass was incomplete. He was headed to the end zone with that one with 8:42 on the clock here in a second.
Yeah, Admirals have had some success with some out patterns, some comebacks and slants, those intermediate routes. But anytime they've tried to go downfield, they have not been able to connect so far.
2 receivers each side for Danville now. Doyle able to draw Braden Barnett across the line of scrimmage with a hard count, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Bobcats. Big shout out to John Fletcher, Christy Combs, Michelle McDaniel, Jacob Parker, Caleb Whistler, TJ Molans, and Steve Thomas all watching from home tonight. Say hello to those guys. Thanks for watching. Also, Levon Warren, Trish Morris, Brandy Collins, Nate, and Tiffany Hoskins all watching. Good to see you guys on the broadcast watching the Bobcats in Danville here in the 2024 homecoming game. Doyle sits back to throw from the pocket. Short throw intended and going to be picked off. That, my friends, is another interception by this Bobcat defense. And that young man, Austin Barker, has been the interceptor on a number of those here in the past few weeks. So another one, first one of the night for Austin. But I know last week and the week before he came up with some big interceptions. So good to see that play by the defense on the takeaway as Danville was knocking in the red zone on the Bobcats.
Yeah, these Bobcats, they've been bringing a little bit of pressure pretty regular here tonight. And Braden Barnett's been getting after the quarterback again. rushed right there. I think maybe got in his face, caused an errant pass. Could have been some miscommunication, but heads up play there by the defender.
So the Admirals bring out the defense as the Bobcats on the takeaway will set up shop at about the 10-yard line. Holland looking down the field, going to throw long. He's got Sperry back there. Sperry able to bobble it and make the catch, still on his feet at the 30. Drop down at the 25. Austin Sperry with 3 defenders on him. 3 of the Admirals unable to take it away from Sperry. The ball was bobbled for about 5 yards as he made forward progression. He gathers the loaf of bread and makes it up to about the 25.
I believe that was about as impressive of a play as I've seen out of Austin Sperry, and he's made some big-time plays for the Bobcats.
What a catch by Austin, and a big pickup and a first down. People's Bank a first down for the Cats as they move it up to the 26-yard line, now sitting on the right hash. Holland, quick throw again, screen play over to Combs. It's caught. He's up the sideline to about the 19. No, it's the 20-yard line. Looked like the 19, but we'll say he made it to the 20.
Again, that was a big-time play by Austin Sperry and good throw by Holland there. Good play call by Coach Moore, able to flip the field and get his Bobcats in scoring position.
Well, that had a highlight reel wrote all over it when he made that catch. Gibson on the carry, and he's still on his feet, going to be brought down around the 13-yard line. So another good carry by Jaden Gibson. Hello, Bobby Fraley. Good to see you on the broadcast here tonight.
Rob, it's fun to watch Gibson run the ball. He's such a patient runner, knows how to kind of get behind his blockers and let them do their job, and then breaking into the open when he gets the opportunity.
Well, good to see Combs making that reception too. We don't see a lot of passes go his way, but he's able to catch the ball, and he's got good speed, and he's a freshman for this ball club, so good to see him. Look at this freshman, the ball carrier, Thomas, driving it forward up to about the 6 or 7 yard line back into the midfield. So 7:32 on the clock. Bobcats knocking on pay dirt, looking to get in the end zone here midways through the second quarter.
And Coach Moore is substituting there. Looks like he may be bringing in a little bit heavier package for his offense here. To be interesting to see how they line up. Going to line up in the wishbone.
So the wishbone set up for the Cats. Holland turns, gives to Barnett. Barnett lowers the shoulder and rolls into the end zone as he makes his entrance rather quickly as a head of steam, and he had a couple of blockers in there. Gibson, one of those blockers, you could tell by the stance that Gibson had that he wasn't getting the ball, that he was going to block.
Yeah,
he had a sprinter stance, and he was going after it. So good to see Gibson making the block for Barnett. Barnett getting into the end zone with 6:41 on the clock. Bobcats go up 26-0, and they will stay on the field with the offense. After the missed extra point, they'll stay in the wishbone, and they'll go for 2. Gibson, Barnett, and Tolson in the backfield. Holland takes the snap, turn, gives to Gibson. Gibson lowers the shoulder, rolls into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. And that'll make your score 28-0 with another Family Pharmacy scoring drive by the Bobcats with 6:13 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
All right, folks, we are back. 6:06 on the clock here in the second quarter. Bobcats go up 28-0 with another Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy scoring drive. The Bobcats waste no time on the ground in the wishbone, putting it in the end zone, but they couldn't have got there without Miles Holland and Austin Sperry on that play, or on that drive, without the big play coming from deep from the 9-yard line all the way up to about the 20 Nice pitch and catch to get the ball down the field, and then the Bobcats finish it on the ground with Barnett and Gibson making the score 28-0. Big kick by Braxton Terry as he sends this one back to about the 3-yard line, and it rolls into the end zone for the touchback.
Yeah, that was a good-looking kick by Terry right there. And, you know, sets his defense up for success right here with the deep kick and putting the Admiral offense on the 20-yard line to start this drive.
And a good field position by the kick, 6:06 on the clock. I made the comment there at the break. It's 6 minutes away from gingerbread time, thanks to Miss Shirley Houndshell. We want to give Shirley a shout out. Thanks for supplying the crew with some homemade gingerbread here tonight. Appreciate that. Eric's busy looking for a cold glass of milk. I don't think there's any up here.
Well, man can dream.
Bobcat defense gets set. Admirals, 2 receivers each side. One back just to the left of Doyle. Quick throw, screen play, incomplete. Pass intended for number 9, and that is Trendon Sellers. So that's the first pass attempted at Sellers here tonight. It goes incomplete out of bounds. Good-looking screenplay, though. He actually had a couple of blocks set up. Looked like if he'd have made the catch, maybe could have made a man miss, picked up a few yards. So we've seen Danville go to that screen more than once here tonight, Eric. So that must be one of their bread and butter plays. It's just not working for them here in this one in the first half.
Yeah, their timing has been off on some of these pass plays. I think it's due to the pressure that the Bobcats are getting on the quarterback.
2 receivers each side, but they don't get the play off because I think the tight end was offsides. Maybe the tackle. Like the right tackle jumped early. We had an update from Perry County. It looked like Perry Central was down 14-0 to Corbin at the last scoring check. I don't have a score on the Hazard and Pikeville game yet. Anybody out there listening or knows that score, be sure and shoot it our way.
I'm sure that's probably one heck of a ball game going on tonight between those two programs.
The Admirals from the 15-yard line now after the penalty. It'll be 2nd and 15 with 6:02 on the clock. 2 receivers each side for Doyle. Waiting on the snap. Got a man in motion. That is Sellers. Sellers sets up for the screenplay, but they throw across the middle. It was tipped by, no, that was Austin Barker. Thought that was Austin Spencer for a minute, but Barker going for another interception. He's already had one here tonight. He makes the tip on the ball, and it sails incomplete over the hands of the intended receiver with 5:58 on the clock. So it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Admirals deep in their own territory.
Rob, I'm going to have to mention it one more time here. The Bobcats are putting pressure on this quarterback. They're speeding up his clock and really making it difficult for him to kind of get some accurate passes down.
They were successful against Collett last week at Leslie County. You know, Leslie still put up 21 points, but they had to put Collett out of the pocket and rush him to get him to make some bad decisions. Collett was a very agile quarterback. Bobcats did a good job of flushing him out of the pocket last week, and they're continuing to do that tonight here against Nathan Doyle. That pass goes incomplete, so it'll be 4th and 15, and the Admirals on the 15-yard line will have to punt it away.
You know, pressuring the quarterback is a winning strategy. If you can speed a quarterback up and make it harder for him to process things and kind of recognize what the defense is trying to do, you know, it makes it difficult for him. It kind of slows down his decision-making process and causes those throws to come out a little bit errant sometimes.
Thank you, Steve Turner. Pikeville is up 14-0 over Hazard right now. So Doyle waiting on the snap. It hits the dirt. He picks it up, puts a boot to it. Pretty good punt. And it's going to go back to about the 41, 42-yard line where it'll be caught by Adam Spencer. He calls for the fair catch, and the Bobcats will take over on offense, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats with 5:49 on the clock here before halftime.
Young man did a good job of handling that bad snap and getting the kick away. You know, by the result of the play, you couldn't have told it was a bad snap, Rob.
I want to make mention, too, this game brought to you by the Buckhorn Children and Family Services. And here at the end of the game tonight, we will be choosing a Buckhorn Family and Children's Services player of the game. So look forward to doing that here at the end of the game. 5:49 here in the first half. Your score is 28-0. Bobcats up on the Admirals of Danville. And we got a quick whistle, got a timeout on the Danville side of things. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this message. Hazard Community and Technical College. Whether you're starting college for the first time or thinking about a career change, they've got you covered. Offering associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates, they're here to help you reach your goals. Kemper Furniture, local families serving local families. Come see us for Eastern Kentucky's largest in-stock selection of furniture. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Give them a call at 606-666-5454. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, where their goal is to improve health and promote well-being of all people in Central Appalachia. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the CBTJ free mobile app banking right on your mobile device. Law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. We are back from Jackson, Kentucky, the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex, hosting the Bobcats and the Admirals here tonight. Breathitt County up 28-0 over Danville, here with about 5 minutes and 49 seconds before halftime. Bobcats on offense. They'll come out on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. 2 receivers each side for Holland. He'll put Thomas in motion. Handoff. No, a fake. Goes back down the middle of the field. He's got a man out there, but the ball just overthrown. Intended receiver was John Carter Holland. What an arm on Miles.
Yeah. Yeah, and John Carter, he had a step or two on the defenders there, just not able to get there. You know, I know Coach Moore, he's a quarterback. He likes to throw the ball around, and he was looking to, go for the jugular right there, Rob, on that play.
Nice little fake on the handoff to Thomas, and Miles turns around and throws it down midfield from the 43. The ball cleared the 5-yard line easy at the other end of the field. So Holland sets up shop again. 2 receivers each side. Gibson just to his right. He'll hand off to Gibson up the middle, lowers his shoulders, and he's going to roll up into Danville territory at about the 49-yard line.
This Bobcat offensive line sure is getting a good push up front, Rob. They came to play, and they've introduced themselves to the Admirals up front.
Well, it's like we made mention. I mean, Danville looks like they've got a lot of pieces to the puzzle. They've got some good athletes and some good size, maybe just missing some athleticism or some experience in some different positions. But the Bobcat offensive front really making themselves known here tonight. As you see Carson Miller come out and pick up the second level block on the running back, and that breaks on the linebacker, that breaks the running back loose for a big pickup and another first down for the Bobcats as Eli Thomas finds some more green grass thanks to that great blocking up front.
Yeah, the Bobcat linemen, they're really winning their individual battles up front, open up some big holes for these Bobcat running backs. And Eli Thomas, it just takes just a little bit of daylight. He can make a big gain out of it.
It's fun to watch an offensive line that really understands and gets into the zone blocking technique of things. And these guys have been together for a few years, and they do a really good job of that. Holland sits back, throws towards the end zone. Ball intended for John Carter Holland. It'll go incomplete.
That was a nice pocket there the offensive line afforded Holland. Good coverage on the play, not able to connect.
So Adam Spencer comes out, 4:42 on the clock. Spencer will be a receiver on the far side of the field. Terry in at tight end. Thomas, the second receiver, over to the left. Sperry, receiver by himself to the right. Give up inside to Gibson. Gibson dances up the middle, makes another defender miss, still on his feet, and he'll be brought down past the 10-yard line up to about the 7-yard line possibly. We'll see where they spot it. We'll do another People's Bank of Jackson. First down for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to help you reach your dreams. We appreciate them being the first down sponsor here tonight on the Buckhorn Family and Children's Services game of the week. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Holland. Give inside to Gibson again. Gibson lowers his shoulder again up in the middle, reaches forward, and he's across the goal line for another 6 points for the Bobcats. That's another family and hometown pharmacy scoring drive for the Cats as they punch this one in with 4:11 on the clock before the half.
It sounded like a broken record on this drive, Rob. This offensive line is really paving the way. You know, they're playing smash mouth football here tonight, knocking the Admirals back off the ball and really making it easy for these Bobcat running backs.
Well, they really have. They've looked good up front, and they've been disciplined. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've only had one offsides penalty here in the first half. This time from the wishbone, Braden Barnett able to barrel his way in for the 2-point conversion with 4:11 on the clock. That'll make your score 36-0. Bobcats in the lead here from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after this message. Wolfe County Tourism. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts is your physical therapist. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Thanks to Colby for helping the Bobcats. Welcome back, fans. Appreciate you being here. We appreciate our sponsors, People's Bank, sponsoring our first downs, and our scoring plays brought to you by Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy. And we appreciate the Buckhorn Children and Family Services for sponsoring tonight and being a title sponsor. Kick by Terry goes back to about the 5. It's picked up and brought out to the 30-yard line before the Danville Admiral is tripped up. So that'll be another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Admirals as they'll take over on the 30 and go back to work. We appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate all our fans out there, too. Thanks, Caleb Neese, Ella Bellamy, Gary Sewell, Thomas Combs, Brian Combs, Sondra Noble, Steve Turner. I appreciate all you guys out there watching and being here with us on the broadcast tonight. I don't get to talk about you fans a lot, but I appreciate all y'all being on tonight watching BSN. BSN bringing you a lot of coverage. We got Prairie Central and Corbin going on. Letcher and Whitley also on another live stream. So Bluegrass Sports Nation bringing you a lot of high school football action here in the mountains. So Nathan Doyle, quarterback for the Admirals, gets set. A little bit of a broken wing formation this time from the gun. He'll pitch it up inside to Sellers, I believe, was the running back that time.
That was a good-looking play by the Admirals there. Kind of a quick hit and run and play, able to get a pretty good game there for him, close to a first down.
Yeah, just set up as a wing back, and he just peeled around, took the pitch, and went around the right corner, picked up about 9 yards on the run. It'll be second. They'll still give him 8 yards. It'll be second and about 2 yards, judging by the sticks across from us. So the Admirals come back out with 3:28 on the clock. It is a running clock, and that's probably why the Bobcats went for 2, was to make it a running clock at this point, 36-0. And that time, one of the defenders jumps, but we also got a couple of offensive guys trying to protect themselves. So we'll see. They'll call it on the offense of Danville, and referee will back them up 5 yards.
That's a handful of 5-yard penalties here on the Admirals here tonight. It's hard to kind of have success whenever you keep shooting yourself in your foot like that. Those middle mistakes are something as a coach you want to see cleaned up by this point in the season.
Ball now at the 31-yard line. So it'll mark them back 5 yards. It's 2nd and 8. 3:20 on the clock. Another pitch to Sellers in the backfield, and he'll pick up the first down, and he's pushed out of bounds. You say he went out of bounds about the 45, 46-yard line. I thought I was correct on that. It's a running clock. I thought 36-0.
Yeah, I believe that is the KHSAA rules, is it not?
I thought that was right on the point total. We'll make mention again that tonight is also Cats versus Cancer tonight. We want to say thanks to all of our community partners for sharing cancer information and promotional items. The Relay for Life Committee, Breathitt County Health Department, Team Colton, DIPG Foundation, and Kentucky River Medical Center. Tackle made by Barnett and Terry, and we've got flags everywhere. And we got some pushing going around and some emotions getting high here before halftime.
Well, that's a good reason to keep the clock running right there.
The situation itself.
So it'll be a tackle for a loss, and it's going to be a personal foul on the Bobcats. So that will move the ball down and be an automatic first down for the Admirals with 3 minutes to go before the half. Special thanks again to those community partners here on Cats versus Cancer tonight. We also want to make mention of our honorary team captains, Zola Moore and the father of William Doom, Mr. Richie Doom, as they were both here to honor those two youngsters and their families as they are strong advocates for childhood cancer. At halftime tonight, there will be a list of survivors that will be recognized at midfield, and everyone that's here is welcome to come out and sign a balloon in memory of a loved one that has passed on due to cancer. You can also stop by and add a name for a cancer survivor on one of the balloons if you'd like to do that. So the Admirals set up shop from the 45-yard line with 2:53 on the clock. Doyle again, give in the backfield. He's going to be tackled right back at the line of scrimmage by Colby Bird.
Notice a change in strategy here by the Admirals. They're, kind of bringing the offensive formation in, kind of making things compact. And a few plays, they've had some quick hitters outside to take advantage of their speed, because that also brings the defense in, and have had a couple of successful plays like that.
KJ Dismo on the carry. He is the second leading rusher for the Admirals. Once again, the Admirals set up with Doyle at quarterback in a broken wing from the shotgun set. And Terry putting some pressure on the quarterback. Throw to his left will go out of bounds and incomplete.
Bobcats are not making it easy on the Admirals quarterback every night, Rob. They're putting pressure on him just about every time he drops back. Terry able to get in his face right there and cause an errant throw. And it's just going to be a long night for the Admirals if they're not able to keep these Bobcat defenders away from the quarterback and give him some time.
2:06 left on the clock here before the half. Admirals go back to work, trips to the right. Doyle sits back, throws to his left. He had a man at the middle of the field. Intended receiver was number 9. That is Trendon Sellers. Ball goes incomplete. 2:02 on the clock, 36-0 your score. Bobcats in the lead here in the first half. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th and 10 from the 45 for the Admirals.
Rob, this game is beginning to remind me of one we played many years ago against Allen Central. I believe Allen Central attempted 41 passes and completed 11. And at that time, I think that set a record for the longest high school football game in the state of Kentucky.
It was a long one, and if I remember correctly, we played on a Thursday night. Doyle sits back to throw. He goes across the middle of the field. Long pass. Nobody home on that one. It'll go incomplete. So turnover on downs. The Admirals offense will walk to the sideline, and Breathitt's offense will come onto the field with 1:57 on the clock here in the first half.
If I remember correctly, that Allen Central game is the first time I ever got cold at a football game, because I believe we spent more time on the sideline than we did on the field that night.
We did, and I think Coach Mike Holcomb made a smart decision, because it was a chippy game, and at that time, if you got through out of a game, you missed the next one. And at that point in time in district competition, we couldn't afford to lose a game and ruin an undefeated season. And I think we were pulled out pretty quick and sat in front of the heater for a little while, maybe.
Yeah, the game was decided pretty early on. I think that there's maybe 2 whole quarters that we weren't on the field in that game.
So we got another.
That predated the running clock, though, I believe.
I think so. So another flag is going to back the Bobcats up to the 40-yard line. That'll make it 1st and 15 with 1:56 still on the clock. Carson Miller makes the snap. Holland, screenplay, pass over to Braxton Terry. Look out, he's got the catch. Still on his feet, going to be brought down around the 46, 47-yard line. Last week, Braxton comes onto the field at Leslie County in the backfield and opened everybody's eyes up as he rumbled into the end zone and made a score.
I got to see that. That was an impressive run by Braxton.
A switch up on some personnel. Terry will come off. Austin Barker and John Carter Holland, 2 of the 3 receivers here on the right. The inside receivers, Eli Thomas. Far receivers, John Carter Holland. Holland going to throw across the middle of the field. He's got John Carter back there, but it's incomplete. No, it's intercepted.
Yeah.
It'll be intercepted. Got a quick rainstorm rolling in here. Bluegrass Sports Nation weather forecast. A slight chance of rain. Looks like pretty good rain coming down right now with 1:15 to go here in the first.
That pass right there needed to be a little more outside toward the sideline there. Put the ball somewhere where only the receiver was able to get it.
I thought it was going incomplete and looked up and the Danville receiver had it in his hands. So, young man makes an interception and a takeaway on the Breathitt offense.
Yeah, nice awareness and reaction to the ball right there by the defender.
Thanks to John Lewis back for trying to keep us straight here on the broadcast. Also, Marcella Spicer. Defense showing a blitz. Alex Strong's done a great job. He's come in to play some linebacker for the Bobcats. That time, the running back around the right side, I believe, was Beasley. And he's going to pick up the first down for the Admirals. It'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for Danville as they move the chains. And that was actually Sellers on the run. Yeah. Sellers and Beasley very close in size. Hard to tell those two apart. Just under 1 minute here at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex in the first half. 36-0 your score. Danville going back to work. Little pitch to Sellers in the backfield. He cuts it back up inside, looking to break a tackle. And he makes it to Braden Barnett, and Braden will bring him down very close to the first down marker. That was Beasley that time. So,
yeah, 2 well blocked and well executed plays there for the Admirals. Yep. Makes you wonder if perhaps they should have maybe tried a little bit of that running game earlier in the ball game before things kind of got out of hand like they have.
We got a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. And be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts. And stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation. No referral needed. Over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Welcome back to Bluegrass Sports Nation. 36-0 your score here from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex in Jackson, Kentucky. Breathitt County over Danville. Got 44 seconds left here in the first half as Danville showing trips to the right, single receiver to the left. One back in the backfield is KJ DeSmo. Throw across to the right is caught. Nice little pass by Doyle. And that was reception was made by Gavin Walker.
Yeah, well executed play there by the Admirals. They've got a little something going here on this drive, Rob.
A little hurry-up offense. 2 receivers each side now. Doyle sits back, throws quick, knocked down by Braden Barnett. Austin Sperry, Braden Barnett, and Jason Tolson all in the area. coming after the intended receiver. That time Barnett able to knock it down.
Yeah, Barnett's been having a heck of a ball game here tonight, getting good pressure on the quarterback sometimes when they call his number to rush, and also playing good defense when he's out in space.
You know, we got a number of athletes out on the field that we don't give enough recognition to for playing both ways, and Braden is just one of those guys. He does whatever Coach Moore needs him to on offense and defense, and he's lined up over here beside of Braxton Terry now. Braxton's another one of those guys, and we just got a lot of them, like Waylon Abner, doing whatever it takes for the team offensively and defensively. That time, the interception just falls out of the hands of Jason Combs, coming across the field, breaking on the ball, and thought he had one, but it goes incomplete.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting that to get all the way
to him.
to
Yeah,
him.
I don't think so. Special shout out to Don Banks, watching all the way from LaPorte, Indiana. Hello, Uncle Don. 16 seconds here to go in the first half. 36-0 your score. So the Bobcats continue to roll here on homecoming night.
Big fourth down play coming up for the Admirals, able to draw the Bobcats off sides.
Terry that time with a quick jump, encroachment on the defense. So that'll march it out 5 yards, and that'll be a pickup of a first down. Another People's Bank of Jackson first down for Danville. That'll move the chains. And what we're waiting on here, they're going to say fourth? Thought it was already. So 4th and 1. I thought it was already 4th and 5. It must have been 4th and 6. So that's going to be a 4th and 1. Very manageable play on 4th down for Danville. They'll go for it with 16 seconds here to go in the first half. Doyle setting up shop. Takes the snap. Pitch to Sellers. Sellers looks around the right side. Picks up the first down and more. Makes another step, but he's going to be tackled. He wasn't brought down, but he's going to be tackled by Austin Sperry. And that'll be a first down. And finally, the Bobcats get him down around the 37. Yep, 37-yard line.
That's pretty good effort by Sperry over there. Had 2 blockers out there on him, able to kind of fight through him and slow the running back down. And
a good run by Sellers that time over on the sideline. 10 seconds still on the clock. Another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Admirals. Trips to the left. One receiver to the right. Doyle sits back. Pressured by Terry. Throws deep. He's got a man back there. He's going to be intercepted by Jason Combs, and he's still on his feet. He's got a lot of grass. He's at the 50, still on his feet at the 40, tiptoes the sideline and out of bounds around the 36-yard line. So Combs just misses out on an interception just a few seconds ago, and that time he comes up with one to end the first half. Big interception by Combs to get the takeaway and take the Bobcats into the locker room with a lot of momentum in this one, up 36-0.
You know, I'm a Bobcat at heart, Rob, but I hate to see that for the Admirals. They had something going there, and to see the drive in like that, and you see them kind of hanging their heads here as they're walking down here at the end zone to talk for halftime. You know, we want to win the ball game, but you have to see young men kind of discouraged like that.
Yeah, you do. We got to take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation and pay some bills during the halftime break. We'll be back after these messages on BSN. Let's go.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Welcome back on the 2024 edition of Homecoming Night here from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex in Jackson, Kentucky. It's not only a special night for Bobcat football and a special night for all those homecoming candidates, and we want to say congratulations to Miss Addison Salyers, Princess, and Allie Mann, Queen of the high school competitors, and congratulations to Allie Noble, Princess, and Raylan Back, Queen of the middle school candidates. But it's also a special night as it's Cats versus Cancer Night. We had some special honorary team captains during the coin toss. Breathitt High Bobcats team captain was Zola Moore, who was 5 years old, and Danville High Admirals honorary team captain was William Doom, the 9-year-old son of Virginia and Richie Doom of Danville. William was not able to be here tonight, but he was represented by his father, Richie. Both of those and their families are strong advocates for childhood cancer. We welcomed them here tonight to be the honorary captains, and we're proud to have them. Also tonight, we are honoring cancer survivors during halftime. You can come by the Relay for Life committee table, and where survivors were asked to register. You can pick up a goodie bag. You can also sign up to be recognized as a survivor. And you can come by the balloon arch that is on display down by the concession stand, add a name of a cancer survivor, or one that has passed away from cancer on a balloon to be remembered. And we want to say special thanks to all of our community partners who were here tonight sharing cancer information and different promotional items. The Relay for Life Committee, the Breathitt Health Department, the Team Colton DIPG Foundation, and the Kentucky River Medical Center. Thanks to all those folks that have helped make tonight a special night, not only for our homecoming candidates, but also for our cancer survivors and for remembering those that have passed away from cancer. So here on a special night from the Riverbank at the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex, the Bobcats up 36-0. Wanted to take a quick minute and recognize those folks. We'll go to commercial and pay some more bills, and we'll be back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game, your teammates, a victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department, and be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, and stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Beattyville. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department, and be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, and stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Batable. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Hazard Community and Technical College. Whether you're starting college for the first time or thinking about a career change, they've got you covered. Offering associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates, they're here to help you reach your goals. Kemper Furniture, local families serving local families. Come see us for Eastern Kentucky's largest in-stock selection of furniture. Friday Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Give them a call at 606-666-5454. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, where their goal is to improve health and promote well-being of all people in Central Appalachia. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the CBTJ free mobile app banking right on your mobile device. Law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
Welcome back to Bluegrass Sports Nation. 36-0, your score here from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex, Breathitt County, over the Danville Admirals at this point. The other scores that I can update you with at the last check, it was Pikeville over Hazard 14-0, 28-3 Corbin over Perry Central, and 21-14 Whitley over Letcher at halftime of those games. So if anybody has any updates, you can pass those along. But here from the Riverbank, the Bobcats are taking care of business tonight, Eric Collins. They've done a good job offensively and defensively, and just seems like a continuation of a well-oiled machine that came to fruition last week at Leslie County.
Yeah, the Bobcats have continued to improve all year long. I got to talk to Coach Moore for just a brief moment whenever I got here, and he was talking about how he's got a young team, and he said they practice hard and practice well, but in the game, sometimes they forget their footwork or their technique. And they're starting to kind of pull that all together. And, you know, it's kind of cliche, but they seem to be peaking at the right moment right now. They really looked well, good the last couple of weeks.
Still got a couple of minutes here left in the halftime festivities. Both teams back out on the field doing their warm-ups on both ends. We made mention of, the Danville team earlier. It's hard to go through a season, Eric. When I was a freshman, the Bobcats went 1-9. Mm-hmm. You talk about a tough season. These Admirals have been faced with it. The coaching staff and Coach Parks are faced with it. They're dealing with it right now. They've not even been able to get that one win that we tasted when I was a freshman on that 1-9 season. It's a very difficult thing to go to practice, continue to be faithful, to want to learn as a young athlete. You really got to love the game. And more importantly than that, you got to love the guys that you're out there with.
Yeah, it is discouraging when you have a season like that because nobody sees the effort and the sweat and what these young men are putting in. And even when you have a season like that, you even get comments at school or in the community. And sometimes it can tear these young men down. And you got to commend the coach and the team for being able to build each other up and continue to come back and put that effort in. And I really hope they're able to kind of, hold their composure and finish this game on a positive note for them.
Got about a minute left. We want to say special thanks again to our sponsors, of course, People's Bank of Jackson, working together to help you reach your dreams. And they've been our first down sponsors here throughout the season. We appreciate them. Also, special thanks to Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud sponsors of the Bobcats and also sponsors of the scoring plays here tonight. And a special thanks to the Buckhorn Children and Family Services for sponsoring this and making this their title game or being the title sponsor here in this game tonight between the Bobcats and the Admirals. Bobcats lined up, or the Admirals lined up in the return formation on kickoff return, and the Bobcats will come out to kick this one off and start the third quarter. Stay tuned here at the end of the game as Eric and myself will survey our results and list of names, and we'll come up with a Buckhorn Family and Children's Services Player of the Game from tonight's broadcast.
It's going to be tough. A lot of good candidates here for the Bobcats.
Yes,
So Braxton Terry's going to set the ball on the tee, and he'll line things up and wait on the whistle. So Braxton will line it up, put the boot to it. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock. It's going to sail back around the 15-yard line and be handled by Sellers. Sellers over in the middle of the field for Danville, going to take a step back, makes a defender miss over around the sideline, and he'll finally be brought down. A good return by Sellers as he'll bring it up to about the 44-yard line over on the left side of the field over in front of the Danville bench.
Good run there by Sellers, able to showcase his speed and kind of break a couple of arm tackles and give his ball team some good field position here to start the opening drive for the second half.
And that'll bring up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Admirals as they'll start off the third quarter. Score here from the Riverbank, 36-0. The Admirals trying to get something going and put some points on the board. The defense of Breathitt County, they're thinking goose egg. They're trying to tighten things down up front, make sure they keep containment on a couple of quick running backs. Quick pitch again from Doyle, and I believe that is, once again, that was Sellers with the ball. They'll bring it up, pick up another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Admirals. They'll move the chains over into Bobcat territory. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line on the right hash.
That's a good start to the second half here for the Admirals. They kind of look like they may have been a little discouraged going into halftime, but they've come out here and kind of showed that they've still got some life in them and they're not ready to give up on this game just yet.
Put together a couple quick plays and they've moved the chains, 10:50 on the clock. Doyle goes back to work, gives to Beasley inside. Beasley tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be brought down to about the 39, 40, somewhere around the 39 or 40-yard line.
Those quick hit and runs out of that kind of bunch formation have, the Admirals have found some success running those against the Bobcats here.
Ball spotted just past the 40, closer to the 39. They're going to call it 2nd and 5. So the Admirals and a couple of different players on the field. Beasley will go out. Three receivers. Trips to the left for Doyle. KJ in the backfield. Walker here to the right. Doyle sits back, intended for Walker. It's caught, makes one defender miss, and he's finally tackled, brought down around the 30-yard line. So another quick pass by the Admirals, and that'll bring up another People's Bank of Jackson first down for Danville.
That was another nicely executed play there for the Admirals, but the Bobcats, again, bringing pressure, got a good hit there on the quarterback, slow to get up, but on his feet now and looking toward the sideline, trying to see what the next play is going to be.
Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. He's back on his feet. Very competitive quarterbacks. He jumps back up, leader of the team, gets them in the huddle. Nothing wrong with me, guys. Here we go. 9:17 on the clock, 36-0 your score. Danville at the 30-yard line, knocking on the red zone. They picked up a couple of quick first downs, looking for another one to get them into the red zone of the Bobcats. Let's see what Doyle does here. He'll pitch again to Sellers. Sellers cuts it back up inside, and he'll be brought down around the 27-yard line. Good run by Sellers that time as he came right, cut it back up inside, made a defender miss, and able to pick up a couple more yards after the tackle.
Yeah, the Bobcats, they recognize that play because the Admirals have been running it here a little bit, finding some success, and they reacted well, but Sellers did a good job kind of seeing the defense cutting it back upside and making something positive out of it.
Sawyer Hall came out of the game. He left the nose guard position. I was trying to see who came in for him. Not for sure right now on the number, but Sawyer will get a quick breather. Nathan Doyle sits back, screen pass to Beasley, loses his footing and goes down. So the play goes for a loss. Beasley with a good catch and intended to make a good cut upfield and just lost his footing.
Yeah, he's frustrated after that, caught the ball and had some green in front of him, not able to capitalize on it.
Going to be 3rd and long. I believe that's Adam Combs in there at nose guard right now for the Bobcats. Trips to the right for Danville. Doyle pitch in the backfield to KJ. And we got another flag really quick over there, right where the ball carrier and the tackler got past. So it might be a holding call. So it looks like they're going to back it up 5 yards, I believe.
You know, don't have a number on the account on the number of penalties per side, but I can say with confidence that the Admirals have, had more calls, more flags on them, and it's really hurt them because they've, this drive they kind of had something going and then get backed up in 3rd and real long here.
10-yard penalty. Going to make it 3rd and about 21, if I'm 20 or 21, judging by the sticks. It should be 3rd and 20, I believe. A lot of unsung heroes you look at on the field. We talked about, guys playing different positions. Waylon Abner, defense and offense, hardly ever comes off the field. Alex Strong coming in and playing linebacker, doing a great job. You've got Adam Spencer back there to safety as Doyle throws across the middle of the field, going to be caught. And he's up to about the 24-yard line. And that is number 11, Jacavian Walker, on the reception.
It's hard to know what to call on like a 3rd and 20, 21, Rob.
Yeah.
Admiral's able to, execute there on the pass play and put themselves in a manageable down and distance area.
Another flag on the play. And looks like it's going to go against the Bobcats. Oh, it's offsetting. We got a penalty on each side. With 6:28 on the clock, your score's still 36-0. The Admirals knocking on the door of the red zone with a 4th and about 3 yards.
4th and about 3 or 4 was it there? Interesting to see what they dial up here. This is a big play for them. I'm sure they want to capitalize here on the success they've had here to start the second half.
Trips to the right for the Admirals. One receiver to the left is Sellers. KJ in the backfield. Defense moving around. Doyle going to pitch in the backfield, and he's going to be tackled almost immediately after he got the pitch. I'm talking about unsung heroes. I mean, you got Austin Barker out there that's made the interception and got the ball back. You talk about Austin Sperry on the big catch to open up the game with the opening score and some defensive plays. You got so many guys out there that we could name player of the game, and you look around, you think about it. We got 3 or 4 freshmen in that conversation here tonight. Also, Eli Thomas, Miles Holland.
Yeah, the skill players they've all played well tonight. But we got to mention this offensive and defensive line. The fronts for the Bobcats on both sides of the ball have just been fantastic here tonight, Rob.
Trips to the left for Holland. Gibson will come over and set up and get the zip code just to the left of Miles Holland. He'll throw short over to Eli Thomas on the screen play. He's got a couple of good blocks. He makes one defender miss, and he's ran out of bounds right around the 37-yard line, and we got a flag. I think Holland was probably out of bounds when the young man made the tackle. So it'll probably go against the defense, judging by where the flag came from. So with 4:55 on the clock, your score is 36-0. And the personal foul penalty will go against Danville. So that'll tack on another 15 yards, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats, as they'll have some great field position after the penalty.
Yeah, you see that defender, he's kind of shrugging his shoulders, wondering what happened, because he didn't do anything egregious on the play as far as physically. He just was not aware of where he was on the field.
And no ill intent on that tackle out of bounds. He just didn't know where he was at when he made the tackle. Clock's down to 4:30 now. 36-0. Bobcats with it on the 50-yard line on the left hash. Holland, a quick throw across the middle, caught by Terry. He outruns a couple defenders and rolls up to about the 32, 33-yard line. That's good for another first down. People's Bank of Jackson, first down for the Cats as they move the chains again with 4:08 on the clock.
That was a really good-looking play there for the Bobcats. Good protection up front. Miles, made a quick read, got the ball out quick, threw it in tight coverage, but Terry able to bring it in and get straight upfield and pick up the first down. That was a well-executed play.
Terry again showing his hands and good speed he's got after the catches. He picked up some good yards. Holland, quick throw to John Carter Holland. As he runs off and leaves one receiver, here he goes down the sideline up to about the 11-yard line before he's ran out of bounds. So a good catch by Holland. And it looks like they're going to spot it around the 12-yard line. Another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats. Pitch and catch from Miles Holland to John Carter.
Good move by John Carter there initially after the catch, kind of free himself up from the initial defender. And that young man has just excellent acceleration. He gets top speed very quickly.
2 receivers each side of the field. One back to the left of Holland is Gibson. Offensive line gets set. Holland waiting on the snap. He takes it. Quick throw to Combs. Another screen play. Combs lowers his shoulder, stretches forward. He's going to get up to about the 7-yard line, maybe the 8.
Yeah, well read by the Admirals there on defense. Recognized the screen play, and they were able to get out there and defend it and keep the Bobcats from coming up with a big gain right there.
Good to see Combs making a couple of receptions tonight. He's came up good on a big interception, and a good night for him here against the Admirals. Good to see him making some catches and doing some things on both sides of the ball. Youngster's got a good future ahead of him. Holland takes a snap, looks, throws, caught by Terry, still on his feet in the end zone, and it'll be 6 points for Braxton Terry with 2:21 on the clock. Now, that'll make your score 42-0.
I think they ran the same play they did down here around the midfield. Quick read and getting the ball out of his hands real fast, Holland did. And again, Terry with the catch in traffic and able to turn and get up the field quickly.
So Terry will get a break. He'll come off the field after the score, and Preston Turner will step on to kick the extra point. Adam Spencer, the holder. 2:15 on the clock. Turner puts the foot to it. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 2:06 on the clock, that'll make your score 43-0. Bobcats in a commanding lead here on homecoming night. We'll take a break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back. Wolfe County Tourism. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts is your physical therapist. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Thanks to Colby for helping the Bobcats. We are back. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Your score is 43-0 from the Riverbank. The Bobcats in commanding lead here against district opponent Danville. And the Admirals waiting on the Bobcats to come onto the field and kick this one off. Another 6 points put on the board with a little pitch and catch from Miles Holland to Braxton Terry. And Preston Turner steps onto the field to make the extra point, and that'll make your score 43-0 with 30 seconds to go.
10 men on the field for the Bobcats. They're missing one right now.
They're yelling for somebody right now. Wyatt Spencer's saying, come on out. Preston Turner steps on to kick this one off. Sometimes that happens when you're trying to switch some folks around and get some different people on the field in a game like this, which that's gotten out of hand for Danville at this point.
Yeah, good job.
5 seconds on the clock.
Good job by the coaching staff to have eyes on it and to recognize it.
And that'll bring us to the end of the third with the kick. Sellers with the reception. He's going to be tackled and brought down around the 34-yard line. So that'll bring us to the end of the third. A fresh 12 minutes on the clock to start the fourth quarter. We'll take another break and be back to kick this one off in the fourth here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
We are back, folks. Back to the action as the Admirals try to get some yards, and they do from Sellers. He'll be rode out of bounds after he picks up the first down. He's run out of bounds by Alex Strong. We've been talking about players and trying to pick a player of the game. We've got some fresh faces on the field here in the fourth quarter. We'll try to get all the names right for the young men that have come in the game. But you think about the guys that played those first three quarters, Eric, and it's really hard. The more I think about it, the harder it is to pick one in those three quarters that really stands out as player of the game.
Yeah, so many of the Bobcats have just turned in just great performance here tonight. It will be difficult to narrow it down to just one individual.
You look at the young man with number 1 on his jersey, QB1, Miles Holland. He would be a definite candidate in the pick for a player of the game, but how does he do his job without the 5 guys in front of him?
Yeah, and those 5 guys have really played an outstanding game here tonight. They've opened up some good holes for all these running backs the Bobcats have, and then he has kept, the pressure off of Miles and just allowed the offense to really kind of unwind and do their stuff here tonight.
I noticed something on social media this week that kind of put me back in mind of the days when we played, and I think Coach Allen and Coach Holcomb threw a little challenge out to the offensive line and defensive line, or offensive line and running backs. And Coach Holcomb did some cooking, and he and Coach Allen and Debbie hosted the line and some of the offensive guys over at their house for a nice little cookout and steak dinner. And I think that goes back to the camaraderie and the building of the bond of the brotherhood and so forth. But you got to have that completeness to build a team that's going to compete for a championship. You want those guys to eat together. You want them to be hanging out on the weekends. You don't want to see them go home and play video games all night and not speak to each other until the next morning at school.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 5 individuals have to function as one out there on the ball field.
So Doyle that time going to hand off, and I believe that's Sellers again. Got a block over there, but he's ridden out of bounds. Pickup of about 2 yards.
That reminds me of our old line coach, Ricky Brewer. Sometimes he would have dinner for us if we didn't allow any sacks or anything like that.
Speaking of Coach Brewer, I think he still owes us.
He may. I remember the T-shirts he talked about wanting to get that said linemen are athletes too.
Yeah. It's 3rd down and 12 for the Admirals. I don't know where Coach Brewer is at, but if anybody knows where he is, tell him he still owes me and Eric a pizza.
Yeah, only if he could come share it with us, though.
That's true. Trips to the right for the Admirals, 2 receivers to the left. And we got another young man that's off sides, and that is Beasley. He looked like he was shot out of a cannon from that receiver position. I think it was 2 receivers each side. I called it trips, but Sellers was the inside, or Beasley was the inside receiver.
He looked right there. He looked like one of them little wind-up cars. What you set it down and it just takes off.
Well, he didn't make it far before he noticed nobody else was moving. So the penalty will back them up 5, and it'll be 3rd and 17 for the Admirals with 8:26 on the clock.
He did get a good jump off the ball, though.
He's quick. 42-0 or 43-0 your score. Bobcats in a commanding lead here in the 4th. Pass goes incomplete from Doyle.
Some miscommunication right there. Doyle was throwing it to a spot. There wasn't anybody there.
Nobody was home. So with 8 minutes, that's going to be a turnover on downs. And we will
watch the film. You can burn it after 4th.
I thought that it's just now 4th. My bad. We got one more play. So 4th and 17 with 7:41 on the clock. And the Admirals will punt this one away. Doyle back waiting on the snap. A low kick. It's going to drop around the 35 and actually take a bounce for Breathitt County back to about the 36. So that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down as the Bobcats take over after the punt. Ball will be spotted on the 36-yard line at midfield. I think they're going to give them the 37, the way the judge is standing there. So it's 6:55 on the clock here left in this one. Running clock here in the ball game. 43-0 your score. Danville has not been able to find the end zone. They've been close a couple times, but not been able to score. The score from Perry County as Corbin is up on the Commodores, 42-3 at this point.
The Bobcats able to get some different young men out here on the field and get them some valuable game time experience.
Ball comes loose. The young man that it was handed off to begin with actually recovered it. Ball came out on the handoff.
Yeah, very heads-up play there by Burton. You know, able to mishandle the handoff, able to scoop it back up and pick up a few yards there.
Jagger's a young man that played a lot of tight end in Lumberjacks and in middle school and played a lot of receiver, and he's found a pretty good home on the JV team in the backfield as a running back, and he's lined up just to the right of backup quarterback Adam Spencer. Pitch to Burton. Burton tucks it around the right side up to the 45, the 50, and he's ran out of bounds just past the 50 around the 48-yard line in Admiral territory.
Good blocking out here on the edge by the Bobcats. Able to get a good push and open up some running room there for Burton.
Hello, Al Collins. We were just talking about you earlier. It is a runaway with the score being 43-0. 5:16 on the clock. Eric and I have talked at length about the history of Danville, and I think they were actually the start to Titletown, if you would call it that, there in Boyle County. And Danville with a lot of pieces here on this team. They're just not able to put together the athleticism as you watch Burton run around the left corner, still on his feet, up at the 40, up to the 35. Danville just not able to put the athletes on the field that it takes to compete at this point. They've got a lot of good size. They don't have a lot of numbers. If you notice on the sideline, they don't have a big team number-wise.
No, they sure do not. I've got to be honest. I hadn't really noticed that to this point in the game.
Yeah.
Only a handful of players on the sideline.
Yeah, just a handful of people to switch out. So a lot of their guys going both ways. Ball on the 35-yard line, thanks to another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats, all sitting on the left hash. Burton just to the left of Spencer. Takes the snap. He'll pitch it to Burton. Gets the block from Wyatt Spencer. Burton still on his feet. He'll pick up the first down before he goes out of bounds. And that'll move the chains for another People's Bank of Jackson first down, courtesy of Jagger Burton. Number 16, making the most of his minutes on the field.
Yeah, these young men that have come in here late in the game for the Bobcats are, they're showing their stuff right now, getting a good push up front, just like the starters were, and Burton's had some good runs here.
So Coach Kyle Moore has kind of handed over the reins here in the fourth quarter to Coach Allen and Jeremy Moore as the JV team, if you will, pretty much on the field at this point, and they are undefeated at this point, Eric. I think they're 7-0 on the season, so JV team looking good right now. Most of those guys on the field, Coach Moore, Coach Allen out calling the plays.
That bodes well for the future of the Bobcats.
Back to each side, hand off to Preston Turner. Turner around the right side, still on his feet. He's up, and he's in the end zone. And that is the first touchdown for Preston Turner on the ground, I do believe. A great run by Preston out of the backfield with 2:56 on the clock. That'll make your score 49-0 as Preston rolls into the end zone.
Yeah, this JV team has come out here, Rob, and they have executed at a high level here on this drive, blocking and running, and they've just kind of made it look easy right here in a handful of plays.
Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Bobcats and proud supporters of the scoring plays here in tonight's game. And Preston Turner puts it into the end zone, and then he steps back to try to attempt the extra point with 2:17 on the clock. The kick is up, and it's good. And courtesy of Preston Turner, the Bobcats go up 50-0. We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. And be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts. And stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation. No referral needed. Over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Batable. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. All right, folks, we are back here with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Admirals look to have called a timeout right at the end of that play. 2 minutes to stop the clock, 50-0 on the scoreboard. Update on some scores. Perry Central loses to Corbin 49-3. Whitley 21, Letcher 28. And I don't have a follow-up score on Hazard yet. Still 2:05 on the clock.
Onside kick didn't go 10 yards.
Okay. Onside kick didn't carry the 10 yards it needed to. So Bobcat defense and Coach Allen set up on the field, and the ball will be spotted. Looks to be on the 48. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed, Eric. There's not you don't have a big chance to switch players out and give other guys opportunities to play with low numbers. You would hope that at some point Danville's numbers would pick up and they would be able to be competitive again. This year, probably. I don't know what their record was last year. Last year they had a pretty rough season, but again here tonight they will be in the loser column, and it'll make them 0-9 for the season. Pitch from Doyle to Beasley. It's going to be a tackle for a loss. You notice that, you don't really have a JV team for Danville. You've got the varsity squad out there, and you've got a handful of players on the sideline. I only see 2 over there that's got jerseys on that aren't dressed completely, so they must be on the injured list. But just a handful of players, maybe 8, 9, maybe that are still dressed and able to play. So not a big opportunity to get guys a break, and not a big opportunity to have a learning situation in a game like this for a younger quarterback or maybe some younger skill guys.
Well, I mean, think about that. They don't have the numbers to even practice 11 on 11.
True. Doyle makes a long pass down the field. It goes incomplete. Pass was intended for Sellers, and they were doing their best to get in the end zone. They got another timeout on the field. We'll take it with them on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message. Hazard Community and Technical College. Whether you're starting college for the first time or thinking about a career change, they've got you covered. Offering associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates, they're here to help you reach your goals. Kemper Furniture, local families serving local families. Come see us for Eastern Kentucky's largest in-stock selection of furniture. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Give them a call at 606-666-5454. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, where their goal is to improve health and promote well-being of all people in Central Appalachia. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the CBTJ free mobile app banking right on your mobile device. Law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. We are back from the Riverbank. Got 1 minute and 1 second on the board. Doyle waiting on the snap, trips to the right, one receiver to the left, sits back, throws to his right. Got a couple of people over there. Ball's going to be knocked down, incomplete. And that was intended for Walker. Going to be knocked down by looks like number 59. See if I can find him on the roster. I don't see him. Maybe a new jersey that we don't have listed on KHSAA's roster. Trenton Noble. Good to see Trenton out there in that position, making a play on the ball.
Looks like the Admirals subbed in a couple of young men. I think maybe get some fresh legs and run down the field here and see if they can't throw something up.
14 seconds on the clock, 50-0. We got another penalty on 4th and 13. The penalty will stop the clock. Let's see which way that one's going to go. Looked like the defensive guy came across first.
I think that was a delay of game.
Was it? It's going to go back against Danville. There's a sign to run the clock with 13 seconds left, 50-0. Doyle waiting on the snap. He takes it, sits back, looks, throw to the right side of the field. Got a man over there. Almost intercepted by number 12. And that number we don't have on the edge. And that'll bring us to the end of the game. The Bobcats come away victorious in the Buckhorn Children and Family Services game of the week, 50-0 over district opponent Danville. The Admirals will go to 0-9. We'll take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back to name the player of the game and give you some summary of the game. We'll be right back after this message.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Back from the Riverbank, the 2024 edition of the homecoming game here at Breathitt County. Bobcats victorious 50-0. And it's come to that point of the evening where we must choose the Buckhorn Family Children's Services player of the game. Eric and myself have debated on this and even had to go to a questionnaire with our executive producer, Mr. Tyback, and we have voted unanimously to give it to not one, but to 5 guys. And we will just call them offensive linemen. Mr. Colby Bird, number 52. Sawyer Hall, number 64. Number 63, Carson Miller. Number 68, Waylon Abner. And number 76, Tayton Skidmore. Congratulations, young men. The names that we called that were getting into the end zone and scoring, Miles Holland, Jaden Gibson, Braxton Terry, Braden Barnett, all of those guys very much deserving of being candidates for player of the game, but we give it to the offensive linemen because without you guys, nothing is happening on that scoreboard and nothing is happening for Miles and those skill players. So a very deserving group of young guys, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely. They have played well all night. Just like Ty mentioned, opened up some real big holes and able to keep pressure off of Miles all night long. Just all 11 players on both sides of the ball were deserving. The Bobcats played a complete ball game here tonight. Really have put 2 back-to-back games together where they've really looked good, Rob. And, like I mentioned earlier, spoke to Coach Moore before the game, and he was talking about the youth of his team. And, I know it's not time to be looking toward next year, but that is something to be excited about when you've got young players starting like that and playing so well. and sets up some good things for the future of this program.
Well, something that I'm excited about, we just talked about too. Colby, Carson, Sawyer, and Waylon are all juniors. Very deserving young men to get all the playing time that they do, and they put in a lot of effort. Now look at Tayton Skidmore. He's a freshman out there starting at tackle for the Bobcats. So, a lot of youth on the line too that we're going to take advantage of next season, and hopefully those guys will all be back and injury free and able to be repeat in that position and lead the team and get even more protection for a young quarterback and some young skill players that we look forward to watching. The Bobcats victorious 50-0 here tonight from Jackson. And we'll be back here next week as the Bobcats take on Prestonsburg. The Black Cats of Prestonsburg, I don't know where they're playing at tonight, but they have the possibility of coming to the Riverbank undefeated. First time in a long time that's probably happened in Prestonsburg. So we look forward to that one, and that'll take place next week around 7:30. We appreciate all you fans. We appreciate our sponsors, for everybody that's listened in and been here with us tonight, trying to keep me and Eric straight on the broadcast. We appreciate all you fine folks. For Greg Bates on camera, for Tieback, Eric Collins, I'm Rob Hounshell. We'll see you next week here from the Riverbank on Bluegrass Sports Nation.